stuff going on tonight. Looks like just me and Sam running the joint, your comedy concierge. That's, thank God for her. Give it up for Samantha. You're going to want her later, trust me. And give it up for me for making it up here. Woo! Yeah! To the stage. Those 2 inches could have me flat on my back. That's right. So here's what happened quickly today that I was sharing with someone, you people who are watching. So today I saw a guy with an hourglass tattooed on his neck. And I go to him with this shirt on. I go, oh my God, look at your neck and look at my shirt. And he says, okay. I said, I used to work for the cleaner's hourglass. It's no longer in existence and da-da-da-da-da. And I realized afterwards I wasn't wearing an hourglass.
Oh my God.
How crazy do I look? I wasn't wearing an hourglass. And I go, look at your neck and look. But I've seen weirder because the tattoo thing, I can't even get into it. But I mean, I had this, my place is haunted where I live. And I know that. No, I do. I know that. I know that the woman, because I got it for a special price. The Persians can't do it. Like, they're the first to ever live there. They're like, no, somebody died there. I was like, I know. That's why I'm getting it cheap. So that's why I live on the corridor. Like the Persian projects here on Wilshire Boulevard. And I know somebody died there. And the lady came in, she was Italian. There's no Italians out here. And I knew she was Italian because she was like, somebody, she goes, I have a feeling. She goes, somebody died here. And I go, are you Italian? She goes, yes. And she goes, I'm never coming back. I'm going to send somebody. My closet lady. So she sent somebody. I swear to you. Of all people, I thought he would be Mexican. He's from Barranquilla, Colombia. And every time he closed his eyes and talked to me, he had eyes on top of his eyes. He had tattooed eyes on his eyelids, and I'm scared of blind people. I am petrified of blind people, and I love blind people, and they love me. If you don't believe me, you look at that picture of me and Ray Charles. That is not, what's his name, that they thought I was with, Jamie Foxx. That's the real Ray Charles.
Oh my God.
When I found out that he chose me to open for him, I was crying like a bitch. I was so scared. So I decided to get over that fear, and I took a gig at the Association for the Blind. I know I'm sharing this with you, but I am. And at the same time, cell phones came out. And my husband got me a cell phone. So I called my mother, and I was on my way to the blind place, and she said, you have to stop acting this way, because you have to get over your fear. And I was talking to her, and all of a sudden the phone went dead. So back then the battery was like, it was a heavy phone and whatever. It was a 10-minute battery. And I go there to set up for, and they say, Sunda, you've got a phone call. It's an emergency from home. I'm like, what did my husband lose? A casserole? What can't you find that I just got to work here with these blind people? And you calling me like this. He goes, it wasn't me, it's your mother. Sandra called. I go, what happened? He says to me, she told me that you were talking to her on the phone. Somebody hit you over the head with a hammer and stole your cell phone. That's not true, but my mother was a vivid imagination person. She used to say, don't go outside, you're dropping dead. That's how I got the news. All I know is I get ready to do this show, and I'm here to tell all of you, in case you do this, you need to be aware of one thing. I was ready to do it, and they turned on my microphone, and I said, good evening. And all of a sudden, I heard about 65 dogs go, woo! So their frequency, their ear, can't take this.
Oh.
And I never knew that. Did you?
No.
So they can hear a higher pitch than we hear. But why are you and I was petrified. I'm black, there's dogs, I can't. It's over. But I did the gig. So I tell you that story. Now that I've got myself, I'll probably be canceled now. I just thought about that. I'll be canceled. It'll be okay, because Ray Charles knows I love him. And let me tell you something, this place, sometimes we go insane. But I'd like to start out tonight, because I didn't have a chance to see yesterday because I had to take my husband to the airport. And I'm just so glad to have her back. And I'm going to start with your comedy concierge who makes this place possible and who's going to be here for a long time, long after I'm gone. Let's give it up for the one and only Samantha Linderman.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Sue. Everybody give it up for your host tonight. I wish every night. I love what you say yesterday. Like, every day is Monday, Wednesday, Friday.
It is.
It is. I'm doing well. I was recently in the hospital because of my wisdom teeth. I just find that in and of itself hilarious. Like, there's so many, like, jokes to be made, but, like, nobody wants to hear that, like, when you're in the bed. Like, you tell them you're a stand-up comedian, And then they're like, well, stand up. And I'm like, no, I can't. I'm in bed. My doctor was like, that's real work. And I was like, I know that's meant to be a joke, but I'm so horribly unsettled by the fact that you said that, Dr. Roy. And is that your first name? I don't like a doctor when it's like their first name. It's like, I'm not even a doctor. I'm like, you're a doctor. Like, you're attending. Like, attend. Like, wake up. Like, let's get woke. Like, what's going on? There was one, it was really hard. It was also like, it was like a mouth, like, injury, you know, and it's like, I talk so much, like, it felt biblical, you know, it just felt like a little bit like, I was like, really? Why? But I really scared the doctor who did it. I scared him so bad, he signed his text by his first name without the word doctor. It was like, Jonathan. And I'm like, who is that? I deleted his phone number like I was his crazy ex. I was like, I can't call him. I was like, I can't have his number in my phone. I'm going to do something bad. I'm going to take both of us out right now. I just feel like any sort of dental doctor feels the need to prove that they're like a real doctor and not like a dentist, but it's like, you're a dentist, like you're a stone cold dentist, like in Beverly Hills, like, mind you, but like, you're a dentist. Like, if something goes wrong, they need to call somebody else in. Like, you're not like, I don't know, I don't worship doctors. And the nurses love that energy. Nurses love nothing more than when the doctor fucks up. As they should. No, but as they should. A good nurse can really make or break you.
Right?
A bad nurse, I was like, I hate women. No. I was like, she made me mad. She had this cool technique that she would do where she would like pretend I wasn't there. Like, she would come in and just start like plugging stuff in. And I was like, I don't know. I go to Starbucks a lot, so I was expecting customer service. Like, I'm sorry, guys. I was like, hi, how you doing? Like, my name is it. Like, what, you know what I mean? I was sitting there, like, asking them their star signs and stuff. I had one. They asked me in the beginning. They're like, do you prefer like a male or like a female nurse? And I was like, the fact that you're asking me, like, I don't know. I feel like I need to say female. Like, I don't know. And then I had one male nurse who was really nice, and I was like, don't fall in love, don't fall in love. I didn't. No. The doctors, they love to make jokes, which is so scary. Like, I don't know. Like, there's nothing worse, too. It's like, when they're looking in your mouth and they make a joke, it's like, you can't say anything. They use their phone flashlight in my mouth.
What?
Their phone flashlight to look in my mouth. I'm like, that's crazy! You guys can't afford flashlights? I'm scared. They didn't clean the floors once, and that's okay. Oh. No, but that's okay. Like, it's okay. Like, there's could be worse. And then my mom said something, and then the guys came and started cleaning right away. Like, it was so awkward, but you do what you gotta do. You talk shit when you gotta talk shit, because it's the only way to get shit done.
That's right.
It is the only way to get shit done is to talk shit, and they love it. There's nothing like being asked the question, like, are you the wisdom tooth girl? Because one, it was like my 5 faces in one face, like, kind of like, I feel like made that out to be clear. Like, they were all trying to be so nice to me. Like, I was with my mom, they're like, so which one's the patient? I was like, I'm pretty sure you can tell this isn't me. There's a real me underneath here. All the bruises and the swelling. It was real. It was really interesting. You have to ask for everything like 4 times over at the hospital, but like, you get it done. What is my last hospital joke? Okay, there was one pre-op nurse who was too much into the gossip. She looked at my face and she said, who did that? And I was like, none of your business. Like, none of it, you know? And I said, what, so your kids don't have to suffer the fate that I went through? What, you're better than me? I'll have an ice water, please. She's like, you're getting surgery. And I was like, I was testing you. I wanted to water so bad. Oh, I didn't tell this story last time. So I'm in pre-op, and it's just me, and I've obviously kicked my parents out 3 times over. I'm like, come back, get out, get out. I can't be around you right now. Please come back. Leave. Don't look at me. And the nurse, so it's me and the nurse, and she's snacking right in front of me. I was like, oh my God. Like, I've never seen a saltine and been like so just entranced. But it was just me and her, and, you know, like, my novelty wore off really quick. And then this older woman and her husband come in, and he's like, can you get like a wet sponge for her lips because she was like having dry mouth? And I was like, girl, what? What you smoking? What are you doing? No, but I forgot, like you know, like we both, like you have to fast before surgery. She was like, so I'm gonna have to call the anesthesiologist because technically, she was like, when you put water on your outside, your mouth starts salivating. That's why you can't have gum. That's why you can't have food. I was like, that is some crazy math. Like that, it was like, we went from like sponge to gum to food. And I was like, this is crazy. And she's like, so I just need to ask you a few questions. And this woman's like, well, I'll be able to answer the questions when my mouth is able to move. And I was like, oh, shit. Like, we were like in between a current. Like, she didn't even know I was there. I was listening to every word. I was like, no, every word. And her husband standing up for her. I'm like, this is so cute. And the nurse was like so upset, and I was like, you've met your match. I was like, she's making you work. And then when they were wheeling me, and I looked at her and I said, you get 'em, girl. And she didn't know I was there even. Like, it was really an invasion for sure. I've never said the word HIPAA so many times. I was like, I know my rights. I was crazy. They gave me steroids for the swelling. And I became, like, I think, just even more like my dad. No. I became the son that my parents are mad. Like I was mad. Like I was like really, it wasn't the best. And then they're like, it's only like 4 milligrams, but it was like every 6 hours the strongest one. And I was like, this is crazy. It didn't make me feel like I wanted to do a sport or anything. I didn't feel any sort of like change in that sense. They were like, do you want the chaplain? I was like, I want everybody. I want everybody in here to see what has happened to me. And it was like fun. I bumped into one of my doctors. Student came to visit me. It's not sweet. Not everybody would do that. That meant the world to me. And I bumped into one of my doctors. I was like, see, I'm walking. See? Like, he was like, you have to get out of bed. And I'm like, and do what? Like, right. I'm like, what are you talking about? Get out of bed. Like, there's nothing. I can't eat anything. I couldn't eat. Do you guys get that? Like, I was hungry. Hungry for a long time. And I just knew all of you guys were probably missing me so much. That's the only thing that kept me going. I was like, they're probably so worried. I'm kidding. It's more stage time for you guys. No, I'm kidding, guys. Chill. But it was really cool. I definitely feel grown from it. And then I was like, let me think of like the last thing. I mean, I was so bored. She like got me this coloring book, and it was a penguin in Spanish going through natural disasters. And I was like, this doesn't feel right, but it was something. I was like, thank you, Agnes. I told another nurse, I was like, I wanted you to be Agnes when I pressed the button. She was so mean. She's so rude. But I'm back now. I'm good. I'm happy to be here. I miss comedy. I was like, this is why people make jokes for like when they're going through it, you know. So I get in the OR. First of all, I was like, why do I have to be butt naked if you're just up here? I was like, everything. She was like everything. I was like, I'm keeping my socks on. And I did. I did. And I asked the nurse, I was like, because I had my first dress on, and it was like, you know, the cocktail. No, it was a hospital gown. And then they had me put on another one, and I was like, could you tie it up for me, please, ma'am? And she goes, nothing they haven't seen before. Is there something I should know? You in my phone or what? What are you talking about that they have seen it before? Let me see yours. And I'll show you mine. How about that? Prove it. Nothing they haven't seen before. Baby, you haven't seen anything like me. Like, I'm wisdom teeth girl. I was on the heart floor. They were so confused. They did not know what to do with me. And she said I was like so upset. I'm going in the ER, and I told them exactly what she said. They go, she said that? I said, she said that. And I looked around, and I said, this isn't like Grey's Anatomy. And the doctor said, what? We're not a bunch of hot doctors and nurses trying to save your life? I said, I see that ring on your finger. You need to calm down. No, I said, we're not hot. I'm like, you want me to say you're hot right now? Fine, you're hot. But what's it called? There was no gallery. I was so nervous. Like, as a comedian, you'd think, like, I'd want to be, like, watched, but I was so nervous that there was going to be, like, 5 medical students, like, eating chips, just, like, watching. And then when they were putting okay, first of all, before my surgery, they're like, this is LA, so I'm going to ask you, like, you know, are you using Ozempic? And I was like, doctor, thank you. I said, thank you so much, but no. And he goes, no. I ask my skinniest to my most morbidly obese patients. And I was like, you really had to go there. You're going to say the word morbid to me before I go in? And he's putting the air, and he goes, it's just air. And I was like, now's not the time for a joke. I want to know exactly what's going on. But we had a great time. Cedars, I really appreciate you. All we have is our health.
Hey.
And that's high five! Am I right? No, I'm kidding. Thank you guys. I really did miss you, and I'm really grateful for this place. And comedy is not dead.
No.
Neither am I! Give it up for Cindy Groupwood! Why did I clap?
She survived. Is that my lineup?
Yeah.
That's right. She survived. I did. You know what? I walk in the hospital, the first thing I said, the floor's a fair.
She said the floor is this.
I don't want to say it to her, but I walk in and I say, the floor is filthy.
How many days were you in that hospital?
5 days.
For your
5.
wisdom teeth?
Yeah.
That's
Dude.
insane.
I know.
I got mine out. I went under and I went home right after.
I went to
It
work.
was a post-op infection.
Oh no! Damn.
A lot of nudes.
Lot of news.
Damn. I was.
He didn't give you an antibiotic. It's grounds for a lawsuit.
Yeah.
She had impacted teeth, and they were not checked for an infection, and she should have had. I kept telling her, I kept bothering her about eating yogurt. She
I was
said,
like,
"But
why
what?"
am I eating yogurt?
Right, she kept saying, why you keep writing about eating yogurt? I was like, for your antibiotic. And she was like, what antibiotic? And then didn't the dentist say to your mother, isn't she taking her antibiotic?
Yeah, stop. I mean, you're gonna save it. I have to save it for the thing, but.
That's right. So let's talk about antibiotics. My name is Sonia. Okay, I will tell you that I'm allergic to Septin, and it's a great antibiotic. But I went into anaphylactic shock,
Shit.
and my lips look like, I mean, it wasn't just my lips, anywhere there's hair. If you have an allergy.
Tell them about this.
Oh yeah, guys, tell me
New
if
light.
you see this light. Can you see it?
Can you see it?
Yeah.
Sure.
Well,
I just want to be sure. So you know why? When you're in a club, no one's giving you a chance. They're gonna tell you there's a light. You got 2 minutes to wrap up, and then when you go, when you get flashed, that's when you know. So that's why I'm telling you, because I couldn't make the fucking remote control work. I can't make it work at home, and I couldn't work from flat. So I said, this you can't miss, right? All right.
Yeah.
All right. So I've said enough. And I know I probably made you tired, but let's give it up to the comedy of the one and only Aaron McIntyre. Let's do this. Come on, Aaron, say it right. He'll tell you, say it right. Woo! Woo! Woo!
yeah.
Rock it.
I don't care. Sorry, it's just a little voice in my head saying, "Fucking calm down." I think you're weird. My name is Aaron. A-E-R-O-N McIntyre. A-E-R-O-N. I gotta do that shit again. But Sunda, we should have bet.
You should what?
We should have bet. I should have bet.
You won?
It was Cheech and Chong.
Was it really?
Cheech and Chong, yeah.
So why did I get thrown
I know
out?
my Cheech and Chong because that was the first concert that I couldn't go to because my parents found out I was smoking pot.
So which nun did he do?
Oh, he just did all the stuff about the Father and bless me, Father, for I have sinned.
My last confession.
Yeah, blah, blah, yeah. Can God make a rock so big that he himself can't lift it? That was one of my favorites.
You should tell us jokes. They don't
Yeah,
know.
let me just do his
No, I'm
whole
just saying,
album. I'll
the
just do
poor
his
kids
whole
don't know. Isn't that sad?
album. I know.
Really?
Nobody would know.
I know.
I don't care. Okay. Obsession with other people's lives. I talked a little bit about this last week. People on one side of the fence, and I'll just say one side of the fence. I think you know who I'm talking about. They're all so, worried about other people and what they're doing, and all they talk about is freedom, and yet they don't want people to be free to do whatever the fuck they want. and they want to take contraception away now. They want to take contraception away. It's like they keep saying, we need more babies. We need more babies. Not all of them talk like that. I don't want to get any fucking calls from the South. But yeah, we need more babies. It's like, what the fuck? You need more. We don't need more babies, especially when you're complaining about not being able to get a job. You know what I mean? Because all the Mexicans are coming here and they're taking our jobs. So you don't want more babies to take those jobs. Because they will grow up and they will fucking take your goddamn job right away from you. Yeah, so that's why I think it's really important that we bring everyone together. You know, bring people together in a unified thing. You know, all the religions, all the nations, all the peoples of the world come together and we just worship one God and one Savior, and it's Jezmahud Shamada or something like that, and we, you know, celebrate Christmas, Kwanzaa, and then we got to throw something in for the Wiccans because they're part of that whole season as well. But I just think it's, you know, and then watching the gays. I don't want to watch them gays. We got to get rid of them gays. And it's like, if you're walking down the street and you see it and you don't like it, just, you know, fucking treat it like a car crash. Don't look at it. Just don't look at it. Just, you know, go like this and like you usually do with a fucking with a car crash, right? Because it really chaps my ass that these people are so worried about other people's stuff. I mean, if I want to fuck a donkey, you know, as long as it's not your fucking donkey, you know, as long as it's consensual, right? I should be able to fuck whatever. I should fuck a bowl of pasta if I wanted to. I mean,
that'd be great.
as long as it didn't have, you know, basil in it. Because I'm allergic to basil. Let's see, where are we? No sex. I haven't had sex in 14 years. 14 years. Of course, those are dog years. You know, I just do that, you know, in case there are any ladies in the house who want to get busy. You know, because it makes me sound a little more pitiful. And, you know, they might just do it. I would much rather have a pity fuck than a relationship. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Because I'm a lone wolf. I could talk about my mom again. Yeah, my mom. So I went out during COVID. It was right at the beginning of COVID to take care of my mom. And I didn't do a very good job because she died. But before she died, she had dementia. And it was kind of like, you know, she had dementia, and it was kind of fun. You know, it was kind of fun going out there and I mean, not really fun, but it's more like a fun house with a crazy clown who would call out, goodbye! 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 But it was fun. We actually bonded, you know, kind of for the first time. While I was there, and it was I say it was the hardest and the best thing I've ever done in my life. But she did get to a point to where, you know, it was very passive aggressive. She got a little passive aggressive, you know. She'd sit in her chair and she'd go, "Oh, I'm so cold. I'm so cold. I wish there was someone who could put a blanket on me or something. I wish there was someone." And I'd go, "Here's your blanket." She'd go, "Get away from me!" Fucking freeze in there! Jesus Christ. She tried to trip me one night. She was so mad at me, and I walked by her wheelchair, and she stuck her foot out. I was like, seriously? You just tried to trip your own son?
Yeah.
And she went, "Oh, you're my son!"
Oh my god. Oh my god.
I am, yeah, she used to always say, "You got me right where you want me now, don't you? You got me right where you want me. No, she'd go, "I'm the crazy old lady." And I'm thinking, what? I would definitely put the emphasis on the crazy, not the old, you know. because she was pretty crazy. And she had, then, you know, so the memory issues were there. And I'm starting to feel the same thing. So I'm a little worried, you know, I'm a little worried. Because, you know, last time, it was only 2 years, but it was 2 years ago. So, you know, my memory's actually even gotten worse. But 2 years ago, I was with this woman, and we're right in the middle of it, and I'm like, what did I come in here for? There we go, got a little chuckle there. You know, bald white guys used to be like pretty high commodity. Okay, there was Telly Savalas, Yul Brynner, right? Mr. Clean.
Yeah.
Which actually, I auditioned for Mr. Clean, the new version. They're making a pine version, so that's why I grew the beard. Because any person who's mopping a floor would definitely rather fuck a lumberjack than fuck a dead person, you know, because that fucking Mr. Clean, that's what it smells like, formaldehyde. But we used to be a pretty hot commodity. Jean-Luc Picard, although actually, you know, all these other, you know, dead, actually, he's not dead. Actually, Jean-Luc Picard isn't even born yet. He won't be born until the United Federation of Planets comes along. Wow, that's a motherfucking red light. I think I'm done.
It's 2 minutes.
Oh, I got 2 minutes. Oh, do you just do like one?
I'll give you one.
One, and then.
And I'll flash it.
And then you flash it like, get the fuck off, motherfucker!
Yeah, no.
There's a. I have to say, this is a great looking foursome. You know?
Practice it some nights. It's crazy.
It's fucking crazy.
I like it like this. What terrible business.
I think that there are a lot of people who are like really paranoid, you know, on social media, who are just really giving, you know, who are all these women who are asking strange men to follow them? I mean, that's not a very smart strategy if you're worried about stalking, because you want somebody to follow you. Does anybody have, how many people have tattoos? Anybody have tattoos? Nobody? Nobody else? You? No? Yeah? No? Oh, then that joke won't work. No, actually, it will. I'm not a big fan. I'm just not a big fan. I kind of think that God made a perfect work of art, and I don't want to put graffiti on it. I've also never, ever in my entire life had a piece of clothing that at the time I went, oh my God, this is the fucking coolest shirt in the world. That 2 years later I didn't go, what the fuck did I buy this thing for? And the hidden tattoos really confuse me, because, you know, if you have to look in the mirror to see your tattoo do you check it every day? It's kind of for other people, and then, especially if it's a tramp stamp, you know, then you could be right in the middle of it, and some guy's sitting there going, I really don't want to fuck a skull with a crossbones in it, you know? Yeah. Now we can get into politics. So politics, boy, I'm telling you, these guys. Oh, no, I'm done. Oh, thank God, because you really didn't want me to get into politics.
Of course we did. You should have started with it.
Thanks, everybody. I'm Aaron McIntyre. You can find me at Aaron McIntyre.
There you go.
Great place.
McIntyre. M-C-I-N-T.
Oh, yeah, it's M-A-C.
Oh,
It's
see?
M-A-C-I-N-T-Y-R-E.
Spells McIntyre. He's right. Do you want to know the connection to Cheech and Chong here?
What?
This is the craziest thing.
What?
In the Cheech and Chong movie Up in Smoke,
Uh-huh.
the cop that goes to arrest him
Uh-huh.
for smoking pot. No, his name is Otto Felix.
Ah.
And he gets high, and instead of arresting him, he goes, give me your hot dog. Because he got a contact high. That's the only movie he did, and he was a man in America, did the most commercials. He built this place. His name is, I swear to God, Otto Felix. He was a devout Catholic. My video went viral about Mel Gibson casting the Jew, the new movie. That it was a parody. It was just something funny, but it went viral under the name Laugh Factory, of course. But he told me if I ever made another joke about Catholics again, I could never come back here, and never Mel Gibson. And I was like, what? I had no idea that this guy, Otto Felix was having handicapped actors work with able-bodied actors, and that Mel Gibson would give out the Otto Awards to these people. How nice is that?
Yeah.
Until the son of a gun dies on me, and I paid for the rent here for fucking Page's stage where I was teaching, and he didn't answer my call, and I got so mad, and I said, somebody has my money, and I walk in here, and there's a memorial going on. There's a memorial with people coming in through this door, through that door, and there's roses all over outside. Have you ever been outside of that upstairs? And you didn't know there was another place out there, did you?
No.
There's a whole other world.
Outside of the shoebox?
Outside of this shoebox is a whole other world. And I couldn't leave the memorial because I was embarrassed. And they were showing the Cheech and Chong. They were showing, he was the Hertz. He did so much, but this place was called the Film Actor Shop. Have you ever been here?
No.
And next door was an aquarium. I'm only telling you because I'm trying to hold Kane here for the longest. I'm going to make him my headliner because I want to see the comedy of the one and only Griffin James! Thank you.
Thank you guys so much. Thank you all the viewers at home. Shout out the new light.
Never gonna run it again.
Now that I can see it. Oh man. So I grew up here in LA. It's a big fitness culture. I'm getting back into fitness myself. I just tried this new workout class called Barry's Boot Camp. Have you guys heard of it? If you haven't, you're poor. Basically. It's a very bougie class. It's very fancy. It's a nice place. I go in. I didn't realize it's just for women. They don't say that, but it is. It's one of those. It's just for. I was the only dude in the whole class, except for the trainer. He was also a guy. And at the end of the workout, during the burnout portion, he went, "If you ladies give me everything you got right now," and I mean everything. In return, I'll give you a big, tight ass. I went, "Sir? Are there any other prizes?" Like a smoothie, maybe a water bottle. Good on ass. I don't need that. I'm not a psycho with the workout stuff. Some people take it overboard. Like, have you ever met a cold plunge person? Some does ice baths. They're freaks. I stay away from them. It's too much. You talk to one of these people, it's like talking to a Scientologist. They're like, "Dude, ever since I got into the cold plunge, my brain activity just on another level." It's like, okay, nice, but you're not blinking, so. Alright, relax. I was talking to this one guy, he's like, "Dude, I got in the cold plunge. My anxiety just went away." I said, "I don't know about my anxiety, but I can think of a different body part that'll go away if I go into freezing cold water." I'm a young man. I don't know much about life, but I feel like if anyone tries to convince you too hard that something's good, it's not. Like, you know what you never have to convince someone to get into? A jacuzzi, because they're delicious. Like, jacuzzis are the best, you know? Like, it's the opposite. When I'm in the jacuzzi, I'm praying no one gets in. You know, it's like, I like being in there by myself. Like, you ever been at a jacuzzi, you see, like, a gross family or something? Oh, it's relaxing. The dad eases himself in, he's like, "Ugh. How's it going? You're gonna talk to me, too?
Oh, God.
Jesus." I got a trick. You guys can steal this. If I'm at a public jacuzzi, like at a hotel or something, and I see a group of people coming, I start floating face down. So when they get there, they're like, "Some guy died in here already. Freaking dead guy." Hate Marriott. It's always got Marriott fans. Oh man. I went to the workout class with my girlfriend. I'm in a relationship. We're really close. This might be TMI. I actually took her virginity. Yeah. I know it's weird to say. Well,
Because she told you.
technically, she lost it to her boyfriend in high school. But I tracked that guy down and I had sex with him. So technically, it's mine. I brought it back. I was like, "Remember this?" Got it back. But we're in love, it's good. It's good to be in love. Saying I love you to someone is scary though. Has everyone in here done that? Said I love you? It's scary. I remember when I was saying it to her, I was like, I always feel like I'm in a rom-com where I'm like, I can't. The time's not right. She was like, what do you have to say? I was like, I love you. She was like, I love you too. And I was like, oh, I'm wearing a wire, so no take-backs. When you're a guy and you're in love, it feels like nothing can go wrong. Like right after we said I love you to each other, I left her apartment, I got in my car, I pulled off, I immediately got into a horrific car crash. Smashed my car, and my first reaction was, it's a beautiful day for a walk. It's fine, Carl will be fine, Dad can buy me another. My head's bleeding, I'm like, I'm gonna sing with the birds and the squirrels. I don't know. I got a friend, are we alien believers in here? Some people.
You've seen some shit.
Yeah, you've seen some shit. I got a friend. He's really into aliens. No offense, but I feel like the more someone cares about aliens, the less they care about their life on Earth. Like that's my friend. I'm like, stop worrying about the sky and start worrying about your community college professor. She's trying to teach you something. A real estate license is easy, but it takes some focus. So. I'm talking to him, he's like, man, the government has aliens, and they gotta just tell us. We the people can handle the truth. That's not true. We the people could not handle that. We're not a very tolerant group of people. You know, like our country can't even wrap our heads around trans people. How are we gonna deal with aliens? Like even if aliens come down and they're like, we come in peace, we'd be like, y'all sure as hell ain't gonna play no sports with us. And you ain't going in the bathroom with my daughter. Fuck that. And I'm kind of attracted to you and I'm angry about it. People think aliens are gonna come back to Earth. It's gonna be, something's coming back to Earth. It's either aliens or Jesus. I'd like to see either. I feel like Jesus coming back, that'd be crazy. I'd be like, alright, you guys were right. That's nuts. Like, he comes back. If Jesus came back to Earth though, and he started a podcast, how many episodes in would he have to go before we were like, this guy kind of sucks, right? Jesus was a good person, but like you put anyone on a podcast for too long, they're gonna say something messed up, you know? He's like 2 hours into a 3-hour podcast, he's like, and that's why the purpose of a woman is to serve the husband. His female co-host is like, Jesus, what the... You grew up with a single mom, like, it's like, technically... had a dad, his name was Joseph, but he taught me to be an alpha male because he was a cuck. He's not even my real dad. I'm Jewish, but Jesus is cool. He's a good guy. We don't think he's all that in Judaism, but we like him. He's cool. Like, if Jesus is Harry Styles, Judaism is One Direction. Like, cool little solo career, but remember where you started. Where your foundation gave you your first few hits. I don't know. Jesus, if you don't know, it's a religion talk today. There's a lot of religious stuff.
Yeah, a little bit.
A little bit. But I've been learning about it. I didn't realize. So God put his baby in Mary, who was a human, and then Jesus was born. I feel like it's crazy that God had sex with a human. That's like the religious version of banging the intern. Like, that's so crazy. Like, I picture he's in heaven with angels chilling. He's like, I think I'm gonna have sex with one of them. The angels are like, dude, what? That's crazy. I mean, you're God, so if you want to. God goes down. 10 minutes later, he comes back up. He's like, that was a mistake. I think she's pregnant. Oh. There's a long pause when Angel's like, you could have her get an abortion. God's like, I can't. I already told them all I don't like that. So it's bad. Okay, it's too much.
No, it's not.
Okay. I like religious art, which is weird. I like, you know when you go to a museum and it has like the crazy. I like that. I don't know why. I feel like it's kind of badass. I want that in my house, like a huge one. Like, yeah. I don't know. You guys have probably seen The Last Supper. That's a cool painting. That's Jesus at a dinner with 12 of his friends. And that's when I realized he's a miracle worker. Because he got a friend group of 12 people all to show up to the same dinner. That's incredible. That's so hard to do. Like,
So hard.
And did someone betray him at the dinner? Yes, but in LA, people do that behind your back. They don't have the decency to show up to the actual dinner to do it in person. So I appreciated that. If you don't know the story, Judas, one of Jesus' friends, betrayed him. And I feel bad for him. I feel like it was like I feel like he's misunderstood. I feel like he didn't want to go to the dinner. And he was like, I'm just going to stay home and watch Sex in the City and have a chill night. And Jesus called him and was like, dude, you have to come. It's literally the Last Supper. Like, you have to show up here. And Judas was like, fine, but I'm just going to have a few appetizers. I'm not that hungry. I'm not trying to do all that. He gets there. Jesus is ordering for the table, right? Bread, fish. He's not even making wine. He's ordering margaritas, spicy margaritas for the whole table. It's a lot. And then they get to the end of the dinner, and Jesus stands up and goes, Judas is going to put his car down, and we're all just going to Venmo him. And Judas is like, you're fucking dead. That's why All right, that's it. Thank you, guys. Oh. Griff James, GRIF James on everything. Thank you.
Griff! Oh my God, you're so funny. You gotta go more.
Thank you.
You gotta go. If you're gonna take it to the, if you're gonna do it, take it to the hoop.
Okay.
You went that far.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, like, dog. What you mean she's pregnant? How you know it's yours? How you know it's yours? Go there.
Yeah, okay, yeah, you're right. I just wrote that, so I'm kind
But
of
it's
like,
brilliant, and you.
okay.
I mean, I'm just because you know, you went to Catholic school.
No.
No, you didn't.
No, but I was Catholic.
Well, you're Catholic. But
Yeah.
You know about eat his blood. Wait.
Yeah.
Wait, how's it go? Oh my God. Eat his body, drink his blood, then we'll sing a song of love. That makes Jews crazy because there's no coffee, no cake. But I'm just saying, go for it.
Okay, I will.
I'm just saying, yeah, and it's nice to be. I'm gonna say because we had that where you know our buddy jumped up and ran out. Meanwhile, he's always talking about the length of his penis, and Jesus should not go with the length of a penis joke, but. I'm saying that I really appreciate the fact that you were steadfast and you stayed true and committed to your act.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And that was really good.
Thank you,
It
guys.
was really good. And we're teaching. What am I doing? We're live. What am I doing?
No, I appreciate it.
Because you know, if we were teaching, I would be wearing makeup for you. Okay. I got my Big Daddy Kane here tonight. Yes, I do. Y'all ready? That's right. Jeff Kane is in the house.
Keep it going for Sunda.
Thank you.
I remember the first time I told someone that I loved them, and then they didn't say it back. Yeah, that was the worst. Especially because it was my dad. Yeah. I get it now though. Like it was kind of a it's a big commitment to like say I love you. You know. And I don't think he was like ready to make that commitment, Like, I think he just wanted something like more casual. Just like casual dadding. And it did feel kind of like we were dating because my parents were divorced and he would come and pick me up on like a Friday night and he would take me out for food and drinks. And if things went well, I'd go back to his place and spend the night. Yeah. And then at the end of the weekend, I'll be like, man, I had a really great time with you. You think maybe I could stay longer this time? And you'd be like, oh, I'd love to. I had a really great time with you too. But, the courts say you got to go back. I was like, yeah, I don't want you to go to jail. Plus, like, he was seeing someone else at the time. Yeah, he was someone older. It was my brother. They got along better. And I don't know. I guess maybe it's because he's older, or I don't know. Maybe he's just into older kids.
Oh my God.
All right. Random shit. Yeah, you said they didn't give you the antibiotic. That's fucking.
Great.
That shit happens all the time. I think.
Yeah.
I broke my neck and they didn't give
Oh my
me
God.
anti-nausea shit, and they like gave me all the pain medicine. My brother mentioned it, and
I'm glad, but it was too late. I started fucking puking. They were like, don't move your neck, whatever you do. I was in like a brace and everything. They're like, you can't move your neck. And they forgot to give me that. And I was like, ugh. He was like holding the thing up to me. Yeah, I had to like puke, so. Hospitals are probably the most dangerous place you can be.
Yes, it is.
Yeah. Aside from all the naked pictures they were taking of you, it's a dangerous place. So. Yeah, it's good you got out of there. We're glad you got out alive.
Thanks.
But he got a really good deal on it, and it was because a lady got murdered.
I
in
get
there.
murder's cheaper.
Yeah, with an axe.
Cheapest.
Fucking cheapest. That's right. Yeah. It is. Yeah. He's lost so much money on that place, but I'm like, oh well, you know, he got a good deal on it in the beginning.
Yeah.
So I think it's the way to go. It's good investment. So LA has got so many like exclusive things going on, and I think it's all bullshit. Like I hate these like really fancy restaurants that they have, you know, where it's like they're always like pushing out, oh, this is the newest thing, and everyone goes there and like, oh, it's like, oh my god, this is the best sushi ever. And it's like, no, this is a deep fried mayonnaise roll that you sprinkled some gluten-free fucking gold sprinkles on gold flakes on there, and they're like, oh, the gold flakes are delicious. You're like, you can't taste the gold flakes. This is terrible. But they spent $100 on it, so they're like, I gotta post and I gotta pretend like this place is amazing, and I think it's fucking terrible. I like to go find like the little hole in the wall places, you know, the little gems that you can't find them on Yelp. You gotta find them the old-fashioned way. You don't deserve to find them on Yelp. It's a good thing. You gotta sniff them out. You know, like literally, I drive around with my, you know, I like sniff places. I'm like, and if I smell a good place and it looks weird, I'll go in and check it out. Yeah, and like, you know, they haven't updated their thing in like 30 years or something, and their bathrooms are dirty. And some people won't eat at a restaurant if they have dirty bathrooms, you know. But I think it's a good thing. I think that shows the chef is focused on the priorities. You know, he's focused on the food. If he wanted to fucking work at a bathroom place, he'd work at a restroom, not a restaurant. Oh, I wrote that earlier today, and I was like, am I going to say that out loud? We did it. We got through it. Holy fuck. If I ever say that again, it's going to go really bad, but I'm going to do it. I'm going to fucking do it. Yeah, other things, let's see. I also like when a chef, like, looks like a chef. I think you should look like whatever job you're doing. Like, I want the chef to, I don't have any tattoos, but I like if a chef has some tattoos. I want them to have a beard, big gut. You know, I want them to look fucking kind of dirty as well, you know? And that's what I like about food trucks, is like a food truck, you can see the chef. You know, so like I can see what I'm working with. Like I don't want to go and eat at a food truck unless the chef has like resting food truck face. You know, it's just it makes me, yeah. I know it's gonna be good. Other things like, you know, there's exclusive bars and stuff. This is just a random thing. I don't think there's any punchlines with it. We'll just talk about it. I was dating a girl and she was like, oh, you gotta come and check out this place. It's everything is upside down. And I was like, well, okay, you know, and she's like, yeah, you gotta see it. And then she showed me a picture, and like all the paintings and the lamps, they were all upside down. She was like, you want to go and check this out? You gotta see it. And I was like, I think I just did. I don't have any interest in this place anymore. I think we just figured it out. That's it. But she was like, oh no, but the drinks, they're fucking great too. And I was like, yeah, and I guarantee that they're like $30 or something. And she was like, no, $50. I was like, Jesus, please tell me you didn't buy a drink for $50. And she's like, no, but someone else did. And I'm like, yeah, of course. And I'm like, so someone was buying you drinks? She was like, no, they bought my friend a drink. And then she gave it to me. And I was like, holy fuck, what a terrible thing to do to a guy. You know, like, he's trying to impress you. He's trying to be like, he's also trying to get you kind of drunk and horny. And then you just go and give it to your friend. And I was like, well, what happened? She was like, well, I got drunk and horny. And then I called you. And I was like, yeah, that guy's investment fucking really, that was awful. Women should go to jail for that, even though they have the right to do that. That's $50 for a drink. That's That's fucked up. But that's what these places do. They're just like, we're gonna make this really like, we're gonna have a theme at this place, and we're just gonna get. It's like a pyramid scheme. They get women to come in there and post about it, and be like, oh, we're having such a great time, and then the guys are like, oh, we're gonna go there where the women are, and the women aren't spending $50 on a drink, so then they get the guys to do it. It's brilliant. I'm gonna open my own. I don't know where I was going with that. All right. Other things. What else do I want to say? I am. Oh yeah, losing my hair. That's cool. Hey, well, you know, it'll be cool again, right? I like your T-shirt, by the way. When did you get that?
I got it for my birthday, like 10 years ago.
Sweet. Well, you said in 2 years you might regret it, but you don't regret that one, right?
No,
It's pretty fun, cool. I work out at the YMCA because poor, and there's this guy there that's just fucking covered with tattoos, but he's got to be like 60 or something, and he's just like, or not covered with tattoos. He's got like all the tribal like big arm tattoos and everything, and I'm like, man, that looks terrible. Like it just doesn't fit well as he got older. So. Yeah, I'm not a tattoo person either. All right, I'm getting older, losing my hair, and I knew it was getting bad because I was going down on a girl the other day, and she was getting really into it, and she went to go grab my hair. She could like only grab it from the sides. Yeah, that was. I don't know if that was depressing or what. I mean, it's not the worst time to get bad news, I guess. Yeah, women don't always like my, women like a guy that's funny, right? But they don't always like my sense of humor because I can be very sarcastic. I can be too dry, especially when I'm hitting on them. And sometimes they just want me to be like really direct. They're like, I just, I like a guy that's like, that's more direct or a little less gay. And I'm like, fine, well, I like women that are a little more intelligent or into guys that are a little more gay. So yeah, that's an example of a joke that they don't like. It doesn't get me anywhere, but all right. Anything else I want to say? Nope. This has been great. Thanks so much, you guys. What a fun. Oh, yeah, my name's Jeff Kane. You can find me on Instagram at jkanecomedy. Kane.
Right. Okay.
Thank you, Cinda.
Thank you. Listen, you have to preface that. You have to preface Virginia. Because that would have killed that other thing. It was great.
Which
if
part?
If you had said kissing the brother or something, of course.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
You see?
Yeah. You're right. I'm in East Virginia, as they
don't
someone
know.
told me, instead of West Virginia. But
West Virginia has less teeth?
West Virginia is no. I think the dividing line is where you can just have sex with your cousins or your family. It still happens in Western Virginia.
And in the Persian community. It depends on how much money. It doesn't matter. They're just like, it's like not cousin, it's not brother, this is different.
Yeah.
Right. Griff, you are so funny. It's unbelievable. And you are so acidic. It is hysterical. This one. You gotta make a show somehow. You guys have been terrific. If people tell you you're funny, you probably are, but you won't know until you take it from the page to the stage. My name is Sundar Krunquist. You can find me on Sundar Live. Thank you guys for watching, and please follow us. And please support live comedy. These guys are fantastic. I give them a round of